Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed live.
Can you hear me?
Jesus, okay, hold on a second.
Just making sure. I know yesterday
Yeah, yesterday was a mess.
was a doozy.
But nonetheless, we are indeed here. It's your girl 759 on the screen, ready to do my thing. Joined by my co-host, the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East with the gap in the teeth that's perfectly okay. You know what I'm saying? AKA Kiss My Ads, AKA I'm monetized, AKA Miss Crypto Bag, AKA you blue check motherfuckers. Makes Couture, makes Contour, makes Cuda. Call it what you want to call it. Just don't call her Cappy Cat. Do they dig or do they dig?
They better dig.
They better goddamn dig. Hey, listen, before we get started, we're going to rehash on some of these topics. Well, a certain topic in particular, only because
I just got your text too.
only because you know what I'm saying. We were unable to, really delve into it, and Minx was unable to give her hot take. But we will rehash it tonight. And we also got other topics as well. So please chime in when you join in on the chat. Let us know that you're here, and so we, you know what I'm saying, so we can shout you out at least. Before we do get started, of course, we got to give some shout outs. Shout out to the Freedom Steppers here in Lynchburg. If you want to become a Freedom Stepper, please join them on Facebook and on Instagram. Send them a direct message. Let them know you want to be part of the movement, and I'm sure they will give you all the information that you need to become a Freedom Stepper. It could be monetary, or you can be there physically. They have a fish sandwich sale going on in the Bricks Sunday, I believe so. I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me double check my information because I did share it on the page, on the RTIN page. I just want to make sure I get my facts together, y'all. Hang on one second. And while I'm looking for that, Sunday at Madison House of the Arts, they're doing the underground market, the open market there at 607 Madison Street. Please go down there. They will have Delicious Gourmet Ice, a good old food truck down there. They've been kind of hit because of COVID and they've kind of taken a loss. So, any help would be appreciated. Tell them 759 sent you. Tell them Random Talking in the Music, you know what I'm saying, sent you down there. What's going on, Nefertiti? What's going on? I see you've been making new music. I want that exclusive.
Get us that exclusive.
Yes, we get all the exclusives. Yeah, about the Freedom Stepper Fish Fry, it is August 1st. I'm sorry if I gave y'all the wrong date. It's August 1st at 2 p.m. at Greenfield. $5 for a good old fish sandwich, $2 extra for chips and a drink, and all proceeds are going back to the Freedom Steppers so they can continue to do what they do, positive outreach for the city, for the children, and also help you get your voting rights restored because, this is a very important election. We want y'all out there November 3rd. Get your asses out there and vote, you know what I mean? Also, Hustle Culture Magazine is another movement you need to be a part of. If you want to be part of them, all you have to do is send a cute little picture. It don't have to be all glamour shot up and 9x10 and all that glossy shit. Just a cute little picture, a quick quote of what you think hustle culture means to you. And also, Neff said video shoot Thursday. Okay. Can't wait to see the finished product.
I wish I could shoot it.
I wish I could be there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the picture, the quote, your profession, and your IG handle, and your location. Did I say location? Yeah, add your location so they can properly shout you out as well. Send all that over to hustleculturemag at gmail.com and head on over to Minx Show, minxradio.com. Check out all the past episodes of the Minx Show podcast because she always drops those copious jewels and her rants. I just live for the rants. I think that's what drew me to Minx. It was the rants.
Everybody loved the rants.
And now I'm becoming like her. Like, this should not be.
She'd be going off.
This shouldn't very well not be. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Minx Show podcast is that drop. She's also on YouTube as well for the visuals and past premieres that she's done. And yeah, we got shirts too. You know what I'm saying? Random Talking in these music shirts. We got merch. We got Nope. We got Dead Ass. We got canvas bags. We got our sayings. We got more designs coming as my mind thinks of it. But you know me. mind is trash. It very well is. But we're here. Minx, what's going on with you?
No, I was laughing because I was checking my DMs. And people really think like my DMs like are very fresh, just that nasty. No, it
Mhm.
ain't that nasty. I got people hitting me up and saying, "Oh my God, Minx, thank you so much for shedding light on your Snapchat. I now understand where I'm fucking up at." So I do
Mhm.
appreciate everybody that has been, keeping an eye on the Merciless Cast, and that's another story. But to the people that are benefited from it, I really do appreciate it.
Oh, hold on a second. That was me. I was closing. I was closing the window. That was my fault. No, ain't nothing going on. Hopefully we won't have any type of issues tonight with the broadcast. I was kind of sort of nervous because I heard a little boom boom from the room upstairs, and we don't need that type of energy.
Well, sometime this evening, I definitely have I don't really have a rant, but it's a business rant, and I think people should hear it. So that'll be towards the end.
Please stay tuned for the rants.
There's going to be a lot of business people that will agree. I definitely will say, stay tuned to the rant.
Yeah, come for the information. Stay for the rant. Go ahead and jump into these topics. Yeah, so the government now says not to wear the N95 masks. People are kind of confused as to why. And this is a really big story. I think I remember seeing this in India. But this is why the government says not to. For those who wear the N95 with the valves, it says, you could be putting that at risk if you're around people that, if they have the virus. It also says wearing a mask without valves protects the wearer and those around him or her. It is this usage of the mask with valves that the Director General of Health Services letter terms inappropriate use of N95 masks. It is to bring to your knowledge that the use of valve respirators is detrimental to the measures adopted for preventing the spread of coronavirus, as it does not prevent the virus from escaping out of the mask. So basically, so what you use, like the little hospital mask, because at first they said those weren't, so hot.
But I thought that they were not as effective as an N95.
It's exactly. So if the hospital masks aren't as effective as an N95, but the N95 isn't even protective, or it could do worse damage, like what are you supposed to do then? Put a plastic bag over your head and hope for the best?
Well, it seems like it at that point, because the way that I look at it, I really think that they're trying to do whatever they possibly can to keep us sick. What up, GMB Blicky? He says, if N95 doesn't, then what does?
I would kind of understand why you wouldn't wear the N95 because of the valve, and if someone is contagious, listen to that. You could be breathing in harmful particles and spit and all types of crazy stuff. So I could understand that. But if you're wearing just a plain, they said that the mask that you're supposed to wear, you're not supposed to be able to blow a flame from the mask. If it is, it's not effective. So what the hell do you want us to use?
They just want, honestly, that's what leads me to really question, the validity of any of the. I don't really think anybody in this government knows what the fuck to do. I just wish they would just say that. Like, it's almost like, in a household where you got mom and dad and baby, and then mom says, hey, I'm gonna go to the store for a little while, and then baby takes a shit. So now the dad is like, oh my God, I don't know where the powder is, and I don't know where the wipes are. I don't even know how to wipe this little mofo. Okay, now what? They're not prepared because they wasn't around. They wasn't, looking at how everything is done. So they're running around, like trying to figure it out. And this is what this country is doing. I'm like, you left the dad in charge, and now all these other countries who are actually have eradicated this shit, They're not coming to this country and saying, "Hey, look, this is what you got to do," because we all know, this is a greedy ass country. So
Very.
we all know that mofos ain't gonna stay home for shit. Now that they have extended the stimulus, well, they're talking about extending the stimulus because mofos lost their fucking minds today when that $600 didn't hit.
Well, some people still didn't get the first 1,200. So, I mean, what's up with that?
Well, not even the first 1,200. You got some people that hasn't been paid their unemployment since March. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, I don't think this country has it together. Like, designer masks is not going to keep you safe from this virus. I mean, if you're telling me that something that works in a hospital setting, an N95 is no longer works, I think you're trying to trick me.
I mean, they say you can use any cotton cloth, but I mean, cotton cloth can be just as easy as a white t-shirt, but you're still breathing in, particles and dust and spit and all types of shit. So, what do you want us to do here? Like, I'm confused. The hospital mask wasn't effective enough. The N95s are not safe to use. I don't get it now. I just don't get it. Like, do you want us to cover our face or not?
But here's what I don't like. What I don't like is these celebrities that are coming out, they'll say some dumb shit like, "Hey, I'm in the studio mixing. We have a banger, but you know what? We're wearing our masks." Okay, so you mean to tell me that you're wearing a mask to mix a record? Get the fuck out of here. You ain't wearing no fucking mask.
And even still, you're still not using that 6 feet distance. Everybody's all huddled up around the engineer.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate this Apple Watch shit, man.
You bought it.
I told Gino today, I was like, look, I got the Apple Watch because I thought it would make my life easier. Like when you text me or you call me or something, and I don't have my phone with me because I'm always on the phone. So my phone dies a lot. So I figured if I have my phone to charge, I could walk around and do what I need to do in the house. And this shit is like worse than the government. Hey, don't forget to breathe. I'm like, damn, bitch.
No, I'm just going to hold my breath.
Like, oh, you've been sitting for about 45 minutes. Why don't we stand? No, bitch, I'm mixing a song. I can't.
I'm watching a movie. You want me to just stand up and watch TV? Like, what the hell?
I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is the first time I've been using this mic to record songs. Still with my iPhone. I'm still doing it on my iPhone, but I have my SM7B hooked up to the iPhone. So I'll be sitting there chilling, and next thing I know, I'm right in the middle of, you're getting into it.
Bing, 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 bing.
You have been sitting down for more than 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
Get your lazy ass up.
B. Ford Lancer says they should wear N95 masks so people don't die. They should. I mean, I know Mark Zuckerberg and what's his name? Fauci? Is that his name? Is that the doctor's name?
Yeah, Dr. Fauci. Yeah.
Fauci. They were on Facebook. Did you see when they were on Facebook Live?
No, I missed.
They were on Facebook Live. The comments, darling. You need to read the comments, darling. I was sitting here dying. They were like, what did Mark Zuckerberg say? He said, "Oh, I wear my mask when I'm running." They're like, "You ain't never ran a day in your life."
Bruh.
You run with your mask on. I was like, yo, come on now.
That's junior autoerotic asphyxiation if I've ever heard of it. Because how the fuck are you breathing, bro?
You can't. I go cycling with my mask. Yeah. I'm going to take advice from Mark Zuckerberg, who put a momentous amount of sunscreen on his
Yo. He was looking like a fragrant-free bar of Dove soap, my nigga. Yeah. Like, he was looking very pale.
Not even that. Somebody said, "Why on earth would he wear some?" I said, "Well, this is, we're reptilians and shit. They can't be in the sun like that." Why did that have the most impressions on Twitter for saying that? B. Ford Lansing says, "The face masks are for your security, not to kill you. That's why we have 3 million cases." Yes. But however, there has been some
Some of those numbers aren't 100%.
Yeah, there have been some hospitals reporting that I think 90% of their findings that they had was false positives.
Whoops.
That's what I'm thinking sometimes. Like, yo, like let's say somebody takes an HIV test, right? They're fucking up this royally. I'm wondering, right? Like, let's say someone takes an HIV test and it comes out positive. Like, how the fuck you know it's positive? Like, I would get a second opinion, especially with like, COVID and shit.
Usually because when you take an HIV test, they do a little oral swab deal. They make sure, this is what they tell you. They make sure
they did blood. They do oral now?
Well, back in the day, the HIV test, they swabbed the inside of your mouth and did that whole bit. And they would run the test twice to make sure. But if they're doing it by blood, then
I've always wondered, like around tests like that, you know, I always wondered, like, especially when, you know, you think about, like, I think about my grandmother, right? She was in good health, you know, from my knowledge. And then she slipped, she fell, she broke her arm, and then she died of lung cancer like a year later. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck did this shit? I don't know if it's something in the bones, you know, elderly people, when they fall, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Hollywood 153 says, how do we know if HIV is even real at this point? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much stuff that keeps evolving in the medical community. I don't know if y'all read medical journals. I do. I kind of have a fetish for pathology. But some of these little, like little journals and stuff I be reading, I'm like, is this real? Like, I just want to know, is any of this real? Is this real life? Is this real? I'm not buying a lot of shit lately. I'm really not. All these hospitals are saying, oh, we didn't even test some of these people. Like, they took the test. Like, they literally shoved Q-tips down people's noses and never ran the test. They just said you were positive.
With HIV, though, that's kind of a touchy subject.
B. Ford Lancer says, now it's more easier to get a real gun, or get a gun card than a corona test. I believe it. They don't want nobody, you know, they don't want to test nobody like that, but it sucks. Like, this whole situation. Now you're telling us about these masks and shit. I'm like, okay, all right. You really want us to be infected. This is like that game I told y'all about, Plague. This is just like Plague Inc. Same exact shit going on. Did you download it yet?
No.
I told you to download it.
I'm not downloading no more games. I'm done.
By the way,
ladies and gentlemen, I should warn you guys.
Blue check, motherfucker. Go ahead.
As you hear, there is a slight delay. So if we need to, we will stop this live and start over. Again.
How did that happen? Because of the browser shit. Oh.
You want to just go ahead and do Discord then?
Yeah, let's just do Discord if that's easier. I'll come back, Caffeine. I'll come back.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 2 minutes. 2
2 milliseconds.